So a couple videos ago, I introduced my 2K20 stretch big build by going back and showing how broken stretches were in 2K19, 2K18, you know, showing heavily contested shots I used to hit, and everyone started to remember just how broken stretch bigs used to be, and it kind of, you know, 2K20, they're trash, they're patched, they just can't do anything like they used to. Well, today we are here to prove that wrong. So drop a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new, and make sure you stick around to the end because you are not going to want to miss any of this. So most people would show you clips just shooting like this from really deep, and it's like, yeah, it's a nice clip, but it's like you got sharp takeover, you know, you're a stretch big, you know, cool, but it's not really that exciting. But how about this? Grab the rebound, run it out, do a little snatchback, pull up right in this dude's face, and green it. Okay, whoa, what is going on here, okay? This is looking like some 2K18, 2K19 type stuff. Just in case you think it was just broken, back to back on him? Nah, I'm telling you, you're gonna want to stick around for this video. If there's any video, this one is on some different stuff, okay? Couple more clips here for you guys before we start to really get into what is going on here. Some of you guys probably already know, but we're gonna wait a second and just go through these clips. So wide open, catch and shoot green. Now the reason this whole video started was because, you know, you guys know every year I make a ton of builds, but I've just been kind of getting bored doing the same old, just winning the normal way. I wanna have some fun. I wanna troll a little bit. I wanna bringing back shooting over people. Bringing it back for the end of 2K20. You could be mad, you could blame me, but I'm here to have some fun. Look, we're not shooting open. We want both of these dudes to come up, be right in our face, jump in. It does not matter. We are greening, all right? So check this out, man. We are on our new two-way stretch 5 build. I'm gonna drop the whole build video for you guys in the next couple days, but for now, I'm not done getting it to 99.9. I just finished getting the badges, so I'm not going to drop the build video until all that is done. But for now, I do want to go over this badge they added into the game this year and how it goes perfectly with this build. And that badge I'm talking about, most of you guys probably already know. The badge is called Steady Shooter, okay? Shot attempts that are contested receive less of a penalty. However, shot attempts that are open do not receive as much of a bonus. So what does this mean? Basically what it's saying is when you shoot an open shot in 2K20, you have a greater chance of making the shot just because it's open. So by applying this badge, that greater odd of the shot going in just because it's open is going to be diminished a little bit. But in return, shooting contested shots will have a better chance of going in than they normally would. This does not mean, so this is our lineup, by the way, real quick. I'll keep breaking it down. It's Swag on his two-way three-point facilitator and me on my two-way stretch 5. Now, Swag doesn't have most of his playmaking badges, so he has no dimer and no floor general on, by the way. And even if he had him on, they would only go to gold because he is a shooting and defending pie chart. But anyways, back to what I was saying. A lot of people make the mistake on this build thinking it means you have a better chance of making contested shots as opposed to wide open shots. That is not how it works, but the scale starts to become less. And what I mean by that is normally, let's say you time an open shot correctly, you'd make it 9 out of 10 times. With this badge, it's going to diminish that. So maybe it would only go in 8 out of 10 times. But normally, shooting a contested shot, you would only make 1 out of 10. But by putting on this badge, maybe you'll make 3 out of 10 or 4 out of 10 or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers, but you understand my point. It's not that you can't make open shots with this badge, but what I will say, because I used this badge for the last 2 days, going for clips, testing it out and everything. First of all, what was the reason I said? I said I was getting bored of just playing normally. I wanted to shoot over people. I wanted to shoot some just nut shit and make it. And this badge does that. This badge will allow you to make stupid shit. Look, I'm literally waiting for him to get in my face and just yank it on him and green it. Like, it makes absolutely no sense, but it's really, really, really fun. I'll say that. The thing I'll say, for comp scenarios, I'm going to tell you, I'm always honest in my videos, guys. I don't lie to you guys. I would not run this badge. Straight up. Plain and simple. You've seen the red contest, the yellow contest, shooting over 2 people, shooting over 1 person. It's really fun. But I'm going to tell you right now, as soon as I was done recording the clips for the video and getting the gameplays that you're watching now, I took it off and I just felt like my margin for error on open shots was so much higher. I felt like with Steady Shooter, look at what I'm shooting, bro. Look at what I'm shooting. It's broken. It's so fun. It's so broken. But like I was saying, I felt like with the badge on, I had to be so specific with my timing. And listen, I got so many shooting badges on this build, and I have an 83-point rating right now. It'll be 85 when I hit 99.9, but only at 80 right now, which is still really good. And I still felt like there was times like I barely mistimed my shot, and I would get a slightly, when normally I feel like it would be green on this build. And I confirmed that because as soon as I took off steady shooter and I was just shooting regular shots, just catch and shoot, or maybe a dribble a little bit and then pull up, I was greening everything. But with steady, every once in a while I would just have games where it was like, man, I shot 4 threes and 3 of them were white and only 1 of them was green. And it just felt like it really made your open shots less consistent, which is exactly what the badge is supposed to do. But in return, you're able to shoot some wild, just absolutely wild stuff, looking like some 2K18, kind of 2K19 maybe, just shooting over people, as my boy Duke would say, shooting over those. But all year long, I feel like this badge has really been misunderstood. Now, I know my boy Brother Jones made a video on his stretch big using steady shooter. I think it was like 3, 4, 5 months. It was earlier in the year, and it got a decent amount of notoriety, but I didn't have a shooting build. You guys know I was on my LeBron build. I got a 63-point rating. Like, I'm not putting on steady shooter. I don't even know if I can, but I'm not putting on steady shooter on a build with a 63-point rating. It just, well, maybe that's another video idea. At this point, I don't really know, but at the time I was grinding for legend, you know what I mean? I didn't really get a chance to experiment with it. Now I have all this freedom because I don't have to grind rep. So I was like, you know what? I might as well try out this steady shooter. And look, I got my teammates standing next to me to get both defenders near me, and I just rise up and shoot over them. Now, some of these contests, as you can see, are only yellow. Some of them are like 60, 70% contested. Some of them like 80, 90, 100. The red contests are like, I think red contest has to be between like 80 and 100% contested. I'm not really sure how the contests work, but some of them, as you can see, they're very contested. The defender's right up in my face, but I think because my stretch big is so much taller than him, it's only giving him like, a yellow contest as opposed to a red contest. So it's like, it's only 60% only. Listen, even the 60% shouldn't be going in, but with this badge, you could literally just shoot in people's faces. So I don't know. I recommend if you have a tall shooter, definitely go try it out, at least for the fun aspect of it. You got, like I said, if you're playing like Comp Pro-Am or you're doing wagers with, money on the line, I would not recommend it because essentially the shots you want to be shooting, the most consistent type of shots, the open shots, this is going to make those worse. But at the same time, I mean, if you need a bailout at the end of the shot clock and, they're right in your face, you could just pull up over them and just green it on some wild stuff. So there's always pluses and minuses to everything. But like I said, if you're in a comp scenario, I would not recommend using steady shooter. But if you're trying to have fun in the park, like I said, look, I'm not shooting because I'm too open. I want this dude to come guard me. Get in my face, please. And he finally just spams me. But I was literally out here trolling in the park, like just waiting, begging people, please come guard me tight. Like, I could shoot that wide open. I could shoot that wide open, but I don't want to. I'm like, please come. Look at pump fake, pump fake. I'm waiting for him to get close to me to body me up. And I just shoot it right in his face, green. Some of the times, you don't even get your jump shot landing because of how contested it is. Some of the times, you don't even get a regular shot. It makes you lean back and shoot like a slower shot. Look, I'm waiting. He's jumping right on my face. Boom, just green it on him. But check this out. I know a lot of people, after my last video on this build, when I was getting snatch blocks and all this type of stuff, now I'm shooting heavily contested shots over people and stuff. I know even more people are going to want the build. So I'm going to drop the full build video for you guys later this week. But also, I wanted to mention, you guys seen that missed shot right there, right? I left that in there because, listen, this does not mean you're going to be greening every single contested shot. Trust me, it took me a while to get the clips that I did. Now, most of those clips I showed you would never go in if you didn't have steady shooter. But with steady shooter, I was able to knock a bunch of them down to get this video put together for you guys, trying to show you full gameplays and stuff like that so you could actually see what it's about. But I wanted to leave, a couple misses in there because, listen, you're not gonna make every single shot with this badge, whether it's open or contested. You are going to miss some of those looks. But like I said, man, I'm gonna drop the build video for you guys soon. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. We're about to wrap this thing up. I appreciate all y'all coming through. Like I said, before y'all head out, make sure y'all just drop a like. Takes 2 seconds. I appreciate it. I'm out. Peace.